And hello, everybody. Welcome to the next edition, or in the series. Is there a series of My Time TV lifestyle shopping on Amazon? And today we are talking to Rose Davidson about her experience as a author in the book She Is Magic Always. Just waiting. There's a 20-second delay to go live on Amazon. And we are live on Amazon as well as mytimetv.live, Women in Business Amplified. And we are in a couple of groups. I might say live on my personal profile on Facebook, and we are syndicated through the Binge Network's syndication program out to over 50 channels of TV on demand. So think Apple, Roku, Sony, Panasonic. And look over there on your smart TV and you'll find us mytimetv.live as an app there. Today, Rose is joining us. I'll bring her up in a moment. Rose and I have a long history. We first met as women in business back in Adelaide, and we've both moved away. I've gone north and Rose has gone south. That doesn't sound right, does it? I'm going to bring you in there. That's funny. Oh, my God, Rose, you haven't really gone south, have you?
I could have. You never know.
I just realised
that sounded off.
Just a little bit, but we have had when we were in the same town together, in the same state together, which is probably a state of disarray. We did have some fun. We caught up several times. I remember celebrating a birthday with you, and we had what number was that? What number birthday was that?
Oh, look, I don't remember. 50, I think. No, 60.
Oh my God, you're not 60.
Yeah, I am.
Seriously,
no, it wasn't 60. I can't remember. It was a big birthday anyway.
Yeah, a big birthday. Okay, well, it was great, and I really enjoyed celebrating it with you. And you've also been at our Women in Business Amplified offline events in Adelaide, but obviously the last couple of years with me going north and you moving to Tasmania. I'm in Brisbane, you're in Tassie, and we've still kept connected, which is really, really cool. And I think this is an indication of the way the world is now in terms of how we connect and how we communicate, because I never feel like I'm far away from the lovely ladies that I have in the Women in Business Amplified community. So welcome, Rose. And this is... I want to give you an opportunity to have a chat. I'm just going to invite people, if you would like to. Rose is going to share with us her experience as an author in the book She Is Magic Always, a collaboration book, which, I mean, I'm all about collaboration. That sort of warms my heart when we collaborate. I'd love for you to pop over to Amazon and say hello over there. I'm just going to pop this up. And I might have to do something about that. Just there's a link coming into the news feed for if you are. Hi, Sharon's here.
Yes.
Great to see you. Please do invite your friends along, because I'd love to see you over on Amazon. And jump on over and let's have a chat. Tell us, Rose, how did this book come about? And yeah, I'd love to know your journey into authorship. I'm just going to pop
I don't know. I can't remember exactly how I got involved in it. I think I saw something on Facebook looking for authors. And anyway, so I applied and was accepted as an author in the next series of books. The book series, I think, has 5 or 6 in it now. The last one's coming out very shortly. So I just applied, and it's a 3-month process. So it's really, really quick. By the time you make your application and then by the time the book is launched, is about 90 days. So it's...
Wow.
And, you write a whole chapter. The whole chapter belongs to you. And the process is that, you write your chapter, you get 3 reviews, so they send back for edits, and the third time is like it's got to be like perfect.
Yeah.
Publication, and you send in obviously your bio and your photo and whatever. So, but the book publisher, she's in Canada, no, in America, sorry, she is, and she's absolutely lovely. Blair Hayes, she's huge. She's huge, and she's just refocused her publishing business. And
so who's that? Lee Hayes?
no, Blair, but
Blair.
Blair Hayes. It was called Blair Hayes Publishing, and now she's changed the name of it to something else. I can't remember what it is now, but she's relaunching herself.
Okay.
Because the She Is Magic series has sort of run its course, I guess, and she wants to rebrand and include other types of genre in what she's doing.
Okay. All right. So just talk to us a little bit about the genre, because that's when you're saying it's a collaborative. And like I said, collaboration is dear to my heart. Absolutely. And I love one of the big things, important things to me is collaborating. I don't believe that there's any competition, but if we collaborate, we all win together, which is one of the my highest values is around collaborating and working together. So with the you talked about a series. So what the genre and what sort of things did you write about, Rose?
I wrote about my personal journey of childhood sexual abuse. So it was, and then the book was She Is Magic Always was a woman's journey through trauma, and then how she came out the other side. So there was 26 of us all together who collaborated on this book. So we each wrote a chapter, and then that was amalgamated into the book. So it was writing my story was a bit of cleansing, I guess. It's I've not written it down. I've talked about it a lot, but I've never written it, and it was it was a bit challenging, I think, because getting it out there, and especially putting it out in the public arena. I have, because we ended up being #1 international bestseller in 8 countries. So
wow,
that was only, like, in 2 days. So that was amazing.
Yeah, well, congratulations on that. So you collaborated. There was 27 authors in this book.
I think, including myself, I think it was 27 altogether.
This is what it looks like. We're over on Amazon Live, and you can see, if you want to pop over there, the link is in the comments. I've just popped it into the comments there. It's a bit reductive, like it just keeps going. But you can see there on the side the She Is Magic. Maybe if I just do that, would that be better? You can see that there is the She Is Magic in the shop. On the left-hand side on desktop, you can just grab a copy. It's being featured now over on Amazon. So just pop over, and we'd love to hear from you if you've had any experiences that, if you're in Amazon. I see there's a few people over there watching us, or if you're here on Facebook or over on YouTube or any of the other channels, pop over to Amazon, or we'd love to hear from you and give us a shout out. Let us know where you're from, because we are part of the Amazon Live Influencer program, and it is it's in beta at the moment, and we're pushing the envelope with live streaming. And as always, and we'd just love to know if you're there, just jump in and say hi, because we'd love to connect with you. So Rose, when you collaborated with this, it must have been something that sort of prompted you to do it. Write it down, like you said. You had been hang on, can you see what's happening at the back there? I'm on a boat. Yeah. And it's when the ferry comes over, if the boat's facing north, then the swell just hits it and it gets the rock up. And at first it was very disconcerting. I've got a spirit level that sits underneath my camera and it's going like this. So, and I totally forgot where I was up to. So you might be able to help me. Tell us a little bit more about, is there any parts of the book that like you found it cathartic and healing, or it did bring up things that you might have needed to get some help with? And was there any support also for authors, because writing about that type of thing it is quite painful, and like you said, can be very challenging, and more power to you and the other authors as well for bringing it out into the open and being able to speak candidly about it or write candidly about it.
Blair's amazing. She, amongst the women, I mean, there's always, she makes Facebook groups, and and they're all private, and we just get in there and we talk amongst each other about, the challenges that we're facing in writing our stories. So, and Blair was very supportive. If you were having a challenge with something, she was always on the ball to make sure that she would make you feel the best that you could feel. And,
yes.
The reason I actually wrote my chapter, other than being accepted to write it, was that I needed to get it off my chest. And I think, I'm 60 years old. The abuse started when I was, around 10-ish, and until I left home at 14. So there was about 4 or 5 years of abuse going on, and I pretty much kept it to myself. And the story, writing it did bring up some memories that I thought I'd forgotten. But it was good for me, and I knew that it was my time. I had to do it. I was ready now to put it in the past. So by writing it, it allowed me to leave it where it belonged and not dwell on it anymore.
Yeah. So quite cathartic and it was good that the support that was there from the community. And I would imagine that doing something like that and going on that journey with a group of other women would have an amazing effect in terms of the relationships that you develop and the friendships that you make through having a similarly shared experience. Would that be correct?
Yeah, well, a lot of the women have gone on to write other self-published books since, or have published through Blair, just individually. And it's allowed them to, I guess, expand on their stories rather than just writing a chapter. But a lot of us have remained friends through Facebook. Most of the women came from America. One of them was in Japan and another one was in Europe. So it's allowed us to be a global community.
That's awesome. That's awesome that you've got that connection, that sisterhood, and you're on that healing journey together. Which is, it's so important to do that.
It is.
So Rose, with your as part of that, we're talking off camera before, and you were saying that your business is flourishing and things are starting to fall into place. And we've been like I said, connected for many years now through being women in business, and it warms my heart to see you flourish. And is there a coincidentally between the cathartic release? Like, I'm just wondering if there was
I'm not really sure. I think where I was hanging out before, and people know what I do. It was just the wrong type of tribe, I think. And I met someone recently. And I've started hanging around in the tribes where she is, and my business has just taken off. It's, I was in business for 6 years and hardly did anything, and now I'm just flat out.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
So do you have a business coach? Is that what you're saying?
No. It's just a lady that I met through Facebook, and she's in Speakers Tribe, and. Yeah, and so I started hanging out where she hangs out, and now I'm admin of all of her pages and her groups and her website, and so. And,
is that who I think it is?
No.
No. Okay. Well,
She lives in Queensland though.
Oh, does she?
Mm.
Awesome.
So it was just, I think it was just changing tribes has just helped. And I don't know, I'm just busy now, and plus my podcasts, which I've just restarted again, which will first episode's on Monday. So I've got a new logo and a new background and a new everything, so I thought I'd just relaunch myself and put a bit more effort into it. And because it's actually getting the reach now that I wished it had when it first started. So telling the story, I guess the journey since December has been progressively getting better. So who knows whether it was because of the book or because I'm bringing more positivity to myself. I'm not really sure what's happening.
Yeah, it was probably a combination of several factors. When you're ready, the teacher appears. That's
exactly right.
Yeah, when you're ready. So, all right, Rose. Well, let's see. What have you got coming up so we can do a bit of a shout out for you?
I have a live workshop coming up to do with PowerPoint presentations and how you can actually get them to be, I guess, made better. As you know, Adair, I'm really good at PowerPoint presentations, and it's one of the loves of my life. I love creating them. And then I like to teach other people how to better their presentations, because I've seen a lot of really awful ones. And the training's about how to create a PowerPoint presentation that will absolutely rock your audience.
All right. Well, I'm just going to do that again because there was a button that I didn't click. So the magic television. Ta-da! Here's one we prepared earlier.
Earlier.
Where are we?
So
Come on.
It's on the 10th of August at 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time.
And
I'm really looking forward to it. I'm getting better at doing these workshops, so they take a bit of time to, I guess, get comfortable.
They do, don't they? So, all right. Well, there's an opportunity there. I think it should be coming up in the feed, a link to it. If it doesn't rise, you might have to pop back and drop it in there. Rose is a whiz at PowerPoint presentations. I know she's done some work for me a couple of years ago when I was like, oh my God, my stuff looks like a 2-year-old did it. No, a 2-year-old could do a better job. Rose, your stuff is exceptionally good, and I love the work that you did. So can recommend that if you're looking to learn how to do PowerPoint presentations that look professional. And do you often offer a service where you do it for people as
I do,
well?
yeah. I've got several different packages on my website, which is where they can start with a basic thing with only 10 slides, and it goes up to 40 slides. Obviously the price scale goes up, and then I've got a done for you package where if you're doing a workshop, webinar or whatever, I do everything for you. All you got to do is turn up on the day and look beautiful on camera, and you don't need to worry about anything else.
How cool is that? Wow. Well, that's awesome. So we'll wind it up here. Well, thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
It's been awesome. And the She Is Magic Always is featured as a featured product on Amazon. Pop over and collect yourself a book and read about the inspiring stories of women who have not only survived abuse but thrived as a result of the experiences that they've had in their lives. It's great. It's so good that people like you, Rose, can step out of the comfort zone to be able to share those stories, because when you are if you have had abuse as a child, it seriously impacts your life, but it also you can use it to make a good impact on your life in terms of having, I think, a deeper level of understanding and empathy for people. So
yeah, that's what I do. Why I do what I do, through healing, through love, and
yes,
Survivors TV and My Red Flags and all those, because I've been able to get past challenges of, mental health, illness, and all that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want people to know that there is happiness at the end. You don't think so at the time, but there is a way to get past it.
There is. Well, thank you, Rose. Really appreciate you. Really appreciate your time. And I do look forward to catching up with you again soon.
Thanks, Adair. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.
Bye.